G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm with a Shark Steam Mop that I just purchased through Amazon for $150. So I'm going to unbox this and give you guys a review on the pros and cons and features and benefits of this Shark Steam Mop. So without any delay, let's get started. Okay, so it's got, as you can see, it's got 2-year guarantee from Shark. It's a steam and scrub automatic steam mop. Some power pads, rotating power pads that does this very thorough and deep cleaning. As you can read, it's 150 rotations per minute. It also sanitizes as well. It's for all hard surfaces, and it's got 3 steam settings. You can see it goes to light, normal, and very deep. More importantly, the best part is it's got 8-meter length of cord. This one actually tells you a bit more information that it takes surface dust, residue, grease and grime, and also bacteria when it sanitizes as well. Hopefully it performs to the level what it's saying. And at the bottom you can see what's inside the box as well. So it's got obviously the steam mop handle, then you got the body of it, and you got the grip pads. You got 4 of them, and the filling tank. Let's open the box and let's see what's inside. This is the handle, and you got instructions. This is your container, filling container. You got your 4 pads and your main body. That's what it looks like. Underneath. Time to put this handle into this body. Remove this piece of carton. You can see there's a bit of a clip-on that will get obviously inserted inside and will lock itself. So push this in, boom, and that's secured. Now it can't come out. As you can see, once it's in, it's permanently in. Right, so we're going to put those rotating pads onto the main body. So the instructions tell you that we have to put the rotating pads this way, so the plastic ring is facing up, and align them like this, so when we put this body on top, it fits itself securely. Press it a bit so it locks itself. Looks pretty okay to me. Now I can move it and it's not coming off. Right, so I filled the flask with water, and I'm going to transfer the water into this container for the steam mop. You're not supposed to fill more than 320 ml. The maximum level is up to here, so that's how you push the lid out and tip in the water. Alright, so that's the water level is up to here, which is well below the maximum level. I'm not going to fill any more, so close the lid. I've already plugged in the cable to the power point. So this mop has got 2 different modes. One is for light mode, the other one is moderate, and the last setting is deep. The deep one is for sanitizing, using on very hard floors, for example tiles, stone and marble. Your moderate setting is also for stone, tiles and marble, but obviously it doesn't, the areas which don't require very deep cleaning. The light mode is actually for softer materials such as laminate, your hybrid flooring and stuff like that. So for this tile, I'm going to use the mop. So this is the current condition of the tile. It's got a few smudges and marks, and I'll try to get rid of it with the steam mop. I'm not sure if you can see it in the video or not. Make sure you do vacuum it to get rid of the dust that is on the tile or surfaces. To turn this unit on, we have to plug in the cable into the electrical socket, turn it off from there. So that's been done. You can see there are 3 modes. One is light, the other one is moderate, the last one is deep. So we will keep it at light because we've got porcelain tiles. So the idea is to, before you do anything, just press the mode button, the setting you want it to be at. So I will have it at light. I will give it 30 seconds before it's ready. It usually becomes ready before 30 seconds is when the steam starts coming out. As you can see, a bit of steam is coming out. That means it's ready to go. So what do you do then is you put your foot on the unit like this and tilt it backwards, tilt the handle backwards, and that will start rotating. It should. It hasn't done it yet. Just press the button again. Light mode. As you can see now, it's rotating. The pads are rotating, and steam is coming out. The idea is you don't stay in one place for too long. So keep going back and forth. And when you want to turn it off, you press this mode button again. And the pads stop rotating. You bring it back to the standing position, and it doesn't need a stand or a holder. As you can see, it stands upright on its own. Make sure you don't remove these pads before 3 minutes, let them cool down. So after using this mop multiple times on my porcelain tile, I found that this mop is not really designed for shiny, glossy porcelain tiles because it releases a lot of water and in the form of steam, which condensates, and then it leaves a lot of swirl marks and smudges on the glossy porcelain tiles on drying. So not really what I was hoping for from this steam mop. In comparison to porcelain tiles, this mop does do a better job because porcelain tiles are more absorbent. I would definitely won't be recommending this on your hybrid flooring or your laminate, which are not really water resistant. So frequent use of this mop where a lot of steam is produced and a lot of water comes out, it has the potential to damage your floors. So I'm talking about the laminate and vinyl flooring. So just be careful before you buy this steam mop. That it's not really that great for your glossy, shiny porcelain tiles. For your ceramics, there's not a problem. Anyway, look, this is the end of the video. If you like this effort of mine, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, press the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.